What's the date?
27th of June.
Today is June 27th. Rundown live from
Infamous couch.
Page
my
couch.
couch.
The infamous couch.
This is our second live, so you can watch us live on Facebook. The goal is Facebook Live when we move to the office, which I keep hearing you guys say is not going to be ready, but will be ready September 1st.
September's like 6th.
September 1st, it will be ready. Last time we did a live, we all know what happened. We got a debacle. And
What did happen?
Emily Austin got fired, and that was sad, and I feel terrible. And it wasn't a good experiment, but we're back, and hopefully nobody says anything bad. It is brought to you by our friends at Lisa.com. Mattresses. Everyone, they continue using my face still as the spokesman of Lisa Mattresses. The best mattresses in the business. They should cost about $1,000. We are using them in Nantucket. I told you guys, I tried to invite you so we could spend this week in Nantucket before our party on Thursday. Renee said no and said you guys were not invited. So instead, we're on my couch. You guys are in the hotels. But I have Lisa Mattresses. I swear by them. You get $75 off if you click on the thing below. Lisa Mattresses. Let's start today. Let's start today with the Nazis versus the anti-Nazis in Sacramento. So this was a big story. Dan, you've been out of the loop because you're like, what happened? Well, in Sacramento at the Capitol, there was a white supremacist, KKK, Nazis, whatever the skinheads, whatever you want to call them, rally. The anti-Ku Klux Klan people showed up, and then people just started getting stabbed, hit with sticks.
Oh, my God.
It almost looked like LARPing,
I
except
was
real.
gonna
LARPing
say,
gone bad.
It
Yeah.
looked like it was a joke until that one guy got a stick across the face.
He got like one of those kendo sticks, like
I
that
can't-
Dan Blackman used to use in WWF.
I can't believe this was in America. I thought this was going to be Russia. You know how Russia has
The
they
gang
do the big
wars. Right.
brawls.
Yeah, the thing about what I said, and Kevin, you mentioned, I like you, Hank. Are you? You're not really. You're the PMT producer. I don't think you're gonna be the rundown producer. I don't really tell. But you get a lot more animated in person. You start in putting your influence.
That was production right there.
Hank was up late last night, by the way, because the reason I'm out of the loop is you called me at 11 a.m. in Chicago and said you got to be in New York at 9 a.m. So I had to hop on a flight. Don't start. This guy doesn't leave anywhere.
I know.
I'm like that. Wherever you need me, Davey, I'm there. I was homeless at 2 a.m, wandering the streets of New York, still having to tape Pardon My Take.
I wish I could become like Ed TV, so you could see how many times I get like, you have to be in this city in 10 minutes. Ask Renee. I am constantly, it's like, 1 second I think I'm going to the bed, next I'm packed. What you did, I do 5 out of 7 days a week, so I don't want to hear it. But anyways... and I don't complain about it. I just fucking do it. Back to the Nazis. What I can't tell here with the Nazis, I have a weird mic. I can't tell who's who.
That's the problem here.
There is a basic, you know how you knew it wasn't Russia? Because when they do that, they dress in colors.
Yes.
Like there's red versus white. That's what you should do. Clearly the Nazis are in white. That's kind of their color, like the Ku Klux Klan.
Don't have hair, right.
Right. And then the other guys are in red. I don't know how you even know who you're hitting in that
Who
rally.
do you think got his head chopped off, Nazi or non-Nazi?
I thought that was a Nazi who got hit.
I'm hoping it's a Nazi. You hope the Nazi's head got chopped off. Part of me thinks that was a Nazi doing the head chopping.
What I don't understand is who goes and protests a Nazi protest. Like, Nazis are just Nazis. You're not going to change a Nazi's thinking, so why would you show up trying to fight a bunch of Nazis?
But better question is, once you realize the Nazi rally has turned real, why would you not run away?
Get the fuck out.
Not like that. By the way, I didn't think the guy looked hurt that bad who got sticked, so that was. It almost still looked like LARPing to me when he.
Yeah,
got
maybe
hit.
it was.
It could have been.
Nazis LARP too.
Messe. Is that how you say his
Messy,
name?
yeah.
Messy.
Or Missy now. You can call him Missy.
Missy.
Yeah.
So he missed extra kick and a penalty kick in soccer and this Copa thing, which I don't even understand why people. I hate how people pretend they care about. Who gives a fuck? Was the U.S. in this tournament?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Got smoked by Argentina.
Fourth place, baby.
Is that good or bad?
Pretty damn
Who
good.
gives a, I get the World Cup, Copa America. Fuck off, you soccer people. It's never going to matter. This Messier guy, this is what I expect out of a soccer. He's like supposedly one of the better guys, one of the best,
Like
best
one of
in the world.
Of all time.
best of all time.
Yeah, and he quit.
How do you miss? How many goals would I score in a penalty kick? Like 8 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
No, really, 8 out of 10 versus a pro keeper.
With that brain, 9 out of 10.
You know what
If
the
we're
problem
just gonna,
is?
if this is just gonna be these.
No, I don't know. I mean, I think it would be tough. I don't think we
It's a
could.
real fucking question.
I don't think we would be scoring against a real goalie.
Yes. They call them
4 out of
keepers.
10.
I think 8.
That-
What's
Well,
what's
let's
the
get that-
average in like 9 out of 10?
I have
right?
no idea.
To miss
When
the
you miss
net-
one, it's a big.
Yeah,
fucking-
especially if you're Messi,
So
right?
you're the best, and then he quits on the spot like a little fucking pussy.
You know what it is? He doesn't have the clutch gene.
Nope, he's lacking the clutch gene. That's really what we found out. The whole Argentina team basically quit too after.
Are you guys going to talk about this story?
I just said
That's
he doesn't have
the
the clutch gene. That's the
Argentina
story.
team quit after Messi missed.
What, weren't they eliminated? What do you
Yeah,
mean they
but like
quit?
Messi retired.
He retired or he quit?
He retired from Argentina soccer, and so did like half the team.
They were like,
because
fuck
they
it, I'm out.
lost?
Yeah, and other shit. Who knows?
That's why
Soccer's
our-
the weirdest
Soccer
sport.
sucks.
Soccer's the
Like
stupidest
topic.
sport.
I'm gonna
with
say
this shit.
something.
gay.
I'm gonna say something that maybe is one of those things that Facebook Live, but that type of quitter mentality is why Argentina in like third world countries. It's like, oh shit went bad, we quit. Well, that's why a third world country that probably is cocaine is your number one import.
Well said.
All right, Emily.
Export. Yeah, export.
You wouldn't really make much money importing.
This rundown is fantastic. Hank chirping in.
Do you want like a microphone? I've never. You sit there and you don't talk for rundown after rundown. Then you sit on this couch just like you did last time, and you can't keep quiet. I don't mind it, but it's weird. Why? Yeah, the energy. Well, no one can hear you though, so it's like you're mumbling. Then you have to get yourself a microphone.
I see a lot of bubbles. Is that good or bad?
Comments?
What,
No,
what are
that's-
those bubbles?
Those
on
are
the Facebook
hearts.
Live?
Are those hearts? Everyone hit the bubble at once.
Let's. What's a bubble? Let's do a commercial break. And we're back. There's NASCAR
to
truck
snap, huh?
fight yesterday. So
Bubbles are popping.
there was, but this isn't. The bubbles from Facebook Live will not be on the rundown, so you can't just say stuff that people have no idea what they're talking about. The NASCAR truck fight, bunch of wrestling, couple punches, lots of like wrestling your brother and trying to wrap your leg around his leg to try to trip him and get him down. We'll start with you, Kevin. What do you have on NASCAR fight?
well-
Truck fight.
I'm gonna throw it to Danny Boy. I think you were way too harsh on your boy Ravel.
Yeah, I was. I
Because
said I woke
it was
up on
one of the
Sunday.
greatest sports fights of all
yeah. I woke up on Sunday morning. I was a little haze. I saw that. I probably was too harsh on him. The fight itself, hilarious.
Legend.
That was two guys who expected it to be broken up instantly, and then when no one got involved, they're like, "Shit, we actually have to fight," and they had no idea what to do.
Fair take. Next subject. Johnny Football. So this broke late Friday. So his lawyer supposedly sent an errant text to the AP that said, I don't know how I'm going to get this guy off because I can't even get him to piss in a cup and he has a drug problem. So many parts of the story I don't understand. Like, who has the AP? The AP just has a cell phone number that you
that's
just
bizarre.
that you just
Yeah.
text.
No
like,
way.
hey, I'm trying to text Hank and
No chance.
I pressed AP by accident.
Well, that's why he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose because he doesn't want to be Johnny Manziel's lawyer anymore because it's an unwinnable case, and who wants to be associated with Johnny Manziel at this point?
Okay, that's fine. The second part, though, I don't necessarily, obviously, I hope he didn't hit Colleen Crowley, the domestic abuse thing, but I don't know how this is related to that. He basically just said he has a drug problem. Yeah, his fucking dad said he has to be in
Because they
jail
were
and he's
talking
drugged.
about if he has probation. The quote, the money quote from his lawyer was, "God help us if Johnny has to pee in a cup."
Right.
Right. So it's the probation from the
plea deal that he's
plea
gonna
deal
take
that he's
for-
going to
Right,
get.
right. No,
So basically, like, we're gonna take a
he's
plea deal
drinking,
and-
Yeah.
right. Who wouldn't take the plea deal? The plea deal is probably like raking leaves. That doesn't show innocent or guilt, and that's not being a Johnny fan. Obviously, if you're accused of something, the plea deal.
But if he's
generally-
innocent,
Yeah, but if
you don't know what the
no,
plea
no,
deal.
no,
It doesn't
no,
matter.
innocent.
You don't know
ridiculous.
what the plea deal is.
Dude, even if a plea deal is really good, you're not going to want to walk around with the stigma of being
Right.
a
No,
domestic
but
abuser.
if they press charges, there's nothing you can do. If someone's like, you can rake leaves and the case is gone, rather than go all the way through it, you rake leaves.
even
Yeah,
though
but
it'll
he's got-
basically be like an admission of guilt.
I
don't
yeah,
think
I'd
he
understand it if he
leaves.
didn't have endless amount of money and he could hire these lawyers and get himself out. If he does a plea deal with all these resources, isn't it kind of like
I'll have to see the plea deal. before.
Okay. What
about Johnny's dad?
Dad, yeah.
If I have to bury him, I'll bury him. He's a druggie.
Yeah,
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my dad saying that.
I wouldn't want him either.
He's on my list.
Where are you? I think the most important thing, how it relates to Barstool, is where are you at with Johnny? Are you really going to keep doing? This might be my ghost guy. No. Trying to get a ghost hunter. What do you want me to do? I got to keep the phone
Prefer
on.
not to have the phone on during live TV.
Where are you at with Johnny?
I'm in the same spot. I mean, I'm there for him on the partying side. If he wants to party with me,
Even
I'll
though his
party.
dad just said
If
he's
he
a druggie and that he might be dead?
There's always family squabbles in every household. I'm sure you've said it many times that my dad bitches to me about you. My dad had a line the other. What'd you say? He hasn't been in New York, and he told you he doesn't go places where he's not invited, and he hasn't been invited yet.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
was a great line.
There's a lot of things that I'm sure dads
great
say.
line.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things. Now, I haven't talked to Johnny since he went missing, and he said he wasn't missing, so I don't know. But again, does he drink too much? Does he have a drug problem? Probably. Is that different? Can I support a guy who has a drug problem? Yes. Can I support somebody who beats women? No. So that's what we got to figure out.
Got it.
Do you see Michaela Maroney? Remember when
Yeah.
you said
Well,
she was
she's
innocent?
become. Well, no.
Remember that
Yes,
debate?
she was. Now
Remember-
she's clearly not.
Remember that?
That was
innocent debate?
that was 2 years ago.
I can't
Hank,
believe we're still
producer,
talking about this
Yeah.
chick.
Producer Hank, can you
That
put
was-
that?
There also is the element that you always miss that I've always thought it was a little creepy. How like when I still think all the time of that tweet you sent when she put out
Hey, little lady.
Hey little lady.
was
that
creepy.
like makes me that
That was
puts
disgusting.
chills down my spine.
That was very
Hey,
a
disgusting.
39-year-old man
I-
saying "Hey
oh,
little
no.
lady" to an
It was
18-year-old
not
girl.
39. This is one of those
It was not
questions.
39.
It-
It was fucking years ago. And by
If-
the way,
it was
hey,
like 6
little
months
lady,
ago,
I actually
right?
think is funny, and she probably fucking lapped it up like a little
Yo.
fucking kitty cat with that milk
If
when
you-
they do it, and it's like the fur is up
That's
because
so-
that's the
I'm
girl.
like
she-
Oh,
cringing
now
just
that's
thinking
even
about it.
creepier. If
Yeah.
you said to her in
Why
public,
is that creeper? Have you
the
seen
cat
this shit?
with the fucking no, it was gross. If you
You're
if,
gross.
if you saw her on the street and you said "Hey little lady," she would like flag for help. She'd be like, "Someone save me from this man."
Dude, that
That's how
tweet
creepy it
I
was.
like. Oh, ugh.
Hey little
Hey little lady.
I don't even remember the tweet you're talking about. I've tweeted so much about her.
Yeah,
do you
that
know how
too,
many
man.
tweets I was at that wedding and I had 9? What do you mean that too, man? She's out fucking tits out for the boys.
No,
like
that
a
was
fucking
obviously.
savage.
Listen, she knows what she's doing now. That's
Oh, but she did the whole time, Dan. She
there was
did the whole time.
I think once she started getting "Hey little ladies" and she was like, "Oh, look what I can do."
Yeah, or maybe that's exactly what she was going for the whole time, and I was fucking the leader of the pack.
Just a
per
little
usual.
lady.
Yeah, hey, little lady, tits out for the boys like you fucking read about. And I've never been more right about anything. The fact that you guys are sitting there doing your fake fucking chill things instead of being like, you know what, score one for the Portnoy camp. That's why you guys don't take it seriously.
All right, you know what? I'll stand up and I'll say I was wrong.
Oh,
You want to
thank
say
you.
you were wrong about Johnny Manziel?
The verdict's still out.
There we go. And there is the hypocrisy of Dave Portnoy
I'm not
on
a
display.
hypocrite. I'm not a
I was
hypocrite.
wrong about
stand
Michaela
by I
Maroney.
stand by my people. Yeah, you were. Fred Hoiberg. So the Bulls got Robin Lopez. He did a press conference where he's talking about Brooke Lopez.
You look at Brooke Lopez, a guy that I've always thought very, very highly of, even going back to the draft when I was working in the front office in Minnesota.
You want to talk about it, Dan? I don't give a fuck. They're the same people.
The Bulls are such a fucking joke right now. They keep fucking up left and right. They're lying to us. Their coach can't even get the names right. But I will say, in defense of Fred, twins are creepy, and dealing with twins is creepy. And new twins, when you got to deal with new twins, you don't know which is which. So I'm going to take I understand. Twins are fucked up. Just the idea of that.
There's no doubt in my mind that Brooke and Robin fuck each other. So that's the kind of weird shit that
Each other or have like weird threesomes?
Oh, they definitely do. I mean, they had bunk beds at Stanford, didn't they? And they watched like Disney together.
they definitely they probably don't do weird threesomes. They probably like watch movies, Disney movies with chicks together. Like
Is
weird shit
one
like
better
that.
than the other?
Yes, we got the bad one.
You got the bad Lopez.
Yeah.
Last subject. And Hank, are you looking at comments? What are you like playing fucking
Tiddlywinks.
What are games that they have on iPhones with kids nowadays? Like Fruit Ninja, playing fucking Fruit Ninja in the middle of this thing.
What's your high score in Fruit Ninja, Hank?
Tiny Wings. Try to pay attention. Like you can't be like commenting and then zoning out in the middle of shit.
I'm just trying not. It's when I stare, you guys get weirded out, so I try and not.
Okay, no, but you can talk. Anyways, this is a surprise subject. Because I've kind of been paying attention, but still really don't even understand what happened. So Brexit,
Brexit, yeah.
What happened?
Okay,
Let's
so
explain Brexit.
all right, okay, so should we have Hank explain it?
Do you know what happened?
I up until like a week before thought it was a golf tournament. That's because you know how Trump opened his new golf
Yep.
course, and then Brexit. That one got mixed up in my brain. I was like, "Who's going to win Brexit? Why aren't
Wait,
we
so
doing
when you said
draft?"
Brexit, you didn't realize that it's like
Yeah.
Britain exit Brexit,
Okay, so-
like it's a thing.
I don't even know why it was called.
So
we
you
talked
want-
about this yesterday in the car ride. Why is it called Brexit?
No, it's Brexit.
Brexit.
British exit.
Okay. good
Yeah.
for
so you just thought it was a word called Brexit.
And
But I did think it was- I did
thought
think it
was
was
just
golf.
now you can't use a euro in Britain. But then Renee's like they never could use it. So I
No,
don't even know
yeah,
what the fuck
they're
it
out
means.
of the EU now.
European
What does that mean?
That basically means they now get to control all their own borders and do their own trade agreements, which is going to fuck them. I think long term. Now
It's
this is me
basically a
talking out of my
super
ass.
racist thing.
Yeah,
They wanted to close all their borders.
it's
to,
okay.
like,
So here's really
immigrants and
here's
shit.
what it comes down to. Like they went through all the polls, and the older people voted to leave the EU because they're scared of immigrants, and the younger, like 20s and 30-year-olds are like, no, we want to be in the EU because it's better for trade. I think they should make it illegal for people to vote if you're over 70 years old. Because you're going to die anyway.
agree with that.
You're going to die.
There should really only be about like 250 people who vote total.
No, but it should be. You can get to
All
vote
the young
from
people,
18 to
all,
70.
No, all the young people are too stupid.
Actually,
all the
yeah,
old
you're
people
right.
are going to die.
30 to
you gotta
70.
Throw out everyone
I
who doesn't
agree.
have a job.
I
You gotta
actually
cut out
like
this
that.
guy who has mental health
Yep.
issues. This guy's on drugs. You
Yeah.
whittle it down to about 200 people who can vote.
But especially the old people because they're basically voting for something they won't be alive to see.
Pretty good. You guys knew more about that than I did. I didn't understand it was an immigration issue.
Yeah,
Well,
a lot of
it
people.
boils down to it.
There's a lot going on, but people are saying it's majorly racist.
I thought it was just like
xenophobic.
Did you not see that clip?
Xenophobic
that,
is the term.
John Oliver, we'll
Yeah.
throw this in there. The old British lady's like, I just don't like black people, and I don't know why.
The only people I do have problems with are Negroes. And I don't know why.
It's a hot immigration racial
That's why
tension
people are like
and-
this is what's gonna happen with Donald Trump and
Yeah,
shit.
people are nervous.
But
That's-
the amount of people who are like they want to do takebacks.
Yeah,
They're all-
revote. I
Yeah,
saw
they're like
all that.
I
you
voted
can't.
for it, but I
there's
didn't
no
think it was gonna happen.
backsies.
No.
There's no backsies in that.
When you leave the
can't do
union,
that.
you're out.
Right. And
now
now
they're
the guy
fucked.
has to step down. So basically, David Cameron did this to like get favor with the people, being like, "All right, we'll put it up to a vote," thinking that it would never happen, and then it happened, and now
he's
he's
out.
got to step down.
Okay.
So he,
I mean, that wasn't as funny. I thought you guys wouldn't know what it was, so I didn't think that was that.
We're just not as dumb as you. So that's-
but I did think it was a golf tournament. I was wondering why we weren't doing Brexit DraftKings.
what did you think Brexit meant?
I really didn't know. I thought it was a politician's name.
That's not a bad assumption.
At the end of the day,
Prime
nothing.
Minister
At the end of the
Brexel?
day, is anything going to change for us? No.
No, nothing.
Well, the worldwide economy might collapse, but I don't know.
Come on, man.
There is
You know what's recession proof? Funny people.
There is nothing that I would say affects me directly unless I had direct death or someone stole all my money.
Well, you might lose all your money. Did you just buy a house recently?
And Nantucket, I don't think.
Well, did you
Nantucket's
buy it in
affected
American
by
or
fucking-
pounds?
I know this. Whatever's happening there doesn't affect Nantucket's economy. Nantucket's an island. It's insulated by the water. It's like its own fucking world.
It actually might affect me because I'm trying to
England's not an
purchase
island,
part
so
of
we're
a
good
soccer
there.
team.
I heard about that.
Yeah, that's a
can
dumb one by me.
Can we
Dumb
actually,
one by me.
We're into the post. Can we actually talk about that, which sounds like the biggest scam, dumbest thing I've ever heard? So
stupid
Big
by
Cat's
me.
legitimately.
Yeah.
You act surprised.
Trying to
How does
buy-
your own producer not know this?
Trying to buy.
He-
I don't think I'm allowed to
Lewis-
talk. I don't think I'm allowed to talk
Who-
about it
Is this
yet.
a Lewis scam?
I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it yet.
No, it's Matty
Matty
Walsh.
yeah.
Matty Walsh is doing a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, it does seem
trying
exactly
to
like
sell
a Ponzi scheme, right?
like 0.0000001%
I've always said, though, but I've always said-
of soccer teams that don't even.
I've
exist.
always
And
said,
Big Cat's
hold
so in
on.
it.
But in my defense, I've always said that I'm down to get into a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme, just because I'm down to roll the dice.
This is also like you'll buy a
What
ghost, you'll buy a hand claw,
what
but now you're
percentage of the
buying a
team-
fucking
Yeah, like-
franchise.
What
Yeah.
percentage of
It's
the
not a
team
good
would you
idea.
own?
It's a decent chunk of money, though.
0.0000001%.
It's like
Isn't
20
it still
grand.
like I was
dude.
gonna say?
Yeah, I
it's-
put
it's-
20 grand.
That's
I'm putting in 20 grand.
Yeah, you want to be
no,
a
but that's
Packer
no,
fan.
but no, because I'm actually putting up money, and I could actually get money back.
You're not going to get money back on that deal.
We'll see. Not if Brexel fucks me.
No, that won't happen.
Exchange rates.
Anything else? Anything else this weekend that we need to talk about?
No. Wait.
What'd you think of Game of Thrones, Dave?
I thought the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones, I said this last night,
I haven't
stand by
started it yet, so.
is the best 2 back-to-back episodes in the history of TV. I was expecting the finale to be a huge letdown.
So did I.
Because they do that sometimes.
The
like
second
the
to
one,
last one's good,
and then
and
they're slowly building up for like
cliffhangers.
next. Yeah, right. That was the
The
best.
first 20 minutes, 25 minutes was the best in Game of Thrones history. Like the beginning.
No, the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm specifically talking about the King's Landing scene was like far and away the best sequence that show's ever had.
I mean, I thought when Arya ripped her mask off and was like back
Yeah,
to
no,
like
that
that
was-
was.
What about the
fucking-
dude that got-
and the scene that ended when they're just on the boats with all those fucking boats and the
She's
dragons
coming.
and
She's
it's
coming.
like it's there's a lot of fucking shit. It's awesome.
What about the guy that got eaten by his own dogs?
Yeah, that was
yeah,
last
he's-
episode.
What happened with that?
He's
well,
dead.
he was an asshole. He deserved to get eaten. But I think
That
sounded-
actually,
that
I
sounded
think,
crazy.
I think Stanza is gonna fucking backstab.
How many
now,
more
so it's
seasons
not-
are
I
there?
think she's in over her head. She
Isn't
thinks
this a
she's gonna
book,
do
by the
this
way?
shit.
No, they're off the
it's a
book,
co-
which
it's
is
a-
great.
It's a comic book.
Okay.
You could read the
It's
comic book.
awesome. that
Well,
they're
how many
off the
more
book.
episodes? How many more seasons are there?
Uh,
My guess is 2.
I think it's
Is that a
almost-
fact?
I think it's officially 2.
Got it.
2. So
You said you were going to kill yourself because no more Game of Thrones.
it was that good.
We wish we could be that lucky.
That's just like such a poor low-hanging fruit that so many commenters made that I'm going to give you 3 seconds to take it back. Not because I care.
I
No,
call you
but
fat.
I
Not-
actually-
call you
not
fat, Dan.
because I
No,
care
but I
about
actually
that,
believe that.
because you're better than that at humor.
No,
So,
I believe that. That
3,
Key Man Insurance thing you did, I
2,
think we would reap the benefits of
1.
you
That's
killing
sad
yourself.
that you just became a commenter. Danny commenter. Danny commenter. All right. Is that well? How long was that rundown? Short, right? People, we're shorter when we're together.
We are shorter.
That's not bad.
That might be a good thing in the future.
Yeah.
Um,
How many people you think watch that? Don't say it, Hank.
Say it.
No, don't.
If it's a big number, say it. If it's a small
200,000.
number, don't say it.
Whatever it is, multiply it by. Just say something astounding.
165,000.
340,000.
Woo!
It's 3,400.
Barstool's back, baby.
That means it's 3,400.
Wait.